Welcome to a very special edition of Studio 512, our Valentine's Day gift guide. We're sharing inspired ideas for everyone you love, family, friends, partners, and yes, even maybe a little something for you. We'll be spotlighting local businesses offering can't-miss deals and unique finds. And if you're searching for that perfect surprise for your Valentine, you're in the right place. We're starting things off right here in Cedar Park with a visit to Ranch Road Jewelry, which is hosting us for today's show. Let's dive in. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Ranch Road Jewelry. Are you looking for something sparkly for that special someone this Valentine's Day? Ranch Road Jewelry would love to help. Owner George Poe is here to tell us more about what he offers at his business. George, it's always good to see you, and I like to remind people just how glittery it is in here.
Rosie, I've done this so long, I pretty much offer everything. If you need custom work done, if you want the littlest bauble or the biggest bauble, I have a little of everything. Earrings, bracelets, rings, loose diamonds, you name it.
We were talking earlier because I saw a very sparkly case that you do offer, for example, lab-grown and mined diamonds. So tell us a little bit about that, because there can be a big difference in price. People may not necessarily have one preference over the other, so they come to talk to an expert like you.
Rosie, the lab-grown diamonds are 100% diamond. They're just manufactured in a laboratory. You get a perfect diamond, you get the best of colors, cuts, clarities, but at a fraction of the price. They're so popular here, we're selling 200 labs to every one natural.
Well, and lots of sparkly things as well to honor maybe not only someone's past, but also potentially their future here.
Well, usually on Valentine's Day, there are anniversaries, times to be remembered, trips, engagements, even weddings sometimes. You know, it really doesn't take much to walk in and find something for the loved one to show your appreciation and your love for that person.
Let's talk about the price of silver, the price of gold, because that can actually help maybe if you bring in some unwanted pieces to cut down on your purchase price here.
Yes, definitely, Rosie. You can look through your jewelry boxes, you can look through your drawers. If you have some unwanted gold, an old class ring, old wedding ring, just anything in a precious metal right now is bringing top dollar. I mean, the metal markets have, silver has tripled, gold has doubled. It's a fantastic time to cash in.
Okay, and I know that there can be a bit of a bump, a little bit of a barrier to walking into a jewelry store for the first time, because it can be a bit overwhelming and there are big dollar signs all around. So you go out of your way to make sure that people feel really comfortable here and educated on what they see.
Well, most of my team has 10, 20 years of doing jewelry. When you're in that industry for that long, you know how to make people feel comfortable. We just want you to feel at home when you come in here. We're going to educate you, and if it feels good, we'll move forward. Remember, when you see this face, you're in the right place.
Stop by and shop in person at 1400 East Whitestone Boulevard, 1 block east of 183A, just across from Target, or go to ranchroadjewelry.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Ranch Road Jewelry. Ranch Road Jewelry has a wonderful selection for you to browse this Valentine's Day. Next, we'll chat with a sweet little spot in Dripping Springs that offers candles and gifts. Then we're on to Beautiful Buda for tasty food and delicious drinks. Thoughtful gifting made simple is the motto of Curated by Cadeau. We'll hear next from owner Amy about her shop, and then talk to some good friends, the Tyndalls, who are serving up good times with Taste on Main in Buda.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Cadeau. Curated gifts and signature candles ready to customize and ready to ship. Owner Amy Davis is here to introduce us to her store, Cadeau. Hi, Amy, how are you?
I'm good, Blake. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, why don't you just start with telling us kind of the origin story of Cadeau, how you got started?
Yeah, I was working in corporate America and decided that that wasn't bringing me joy anymore. Gifting always has. So Cadeau means gift in French, and so that's where it sort of came from.
Love that. And French lesson of the day.
Here we go, yes. And kind of fast forward a few months later, I sort of started a passion project with the candles, and then that became my very first signature product.
Which I love, and I know that you have great gifts, really available for anyone, any time of year, but especially customized gifts. Kind of tell us how that process works.
Yeah, so custom gifts are kind of where we shine. Believe that everything should be really thoughtful and intentional. Gifts are often obligatory, or people just buy them because they feel like they have to, and we do things a little bit differently around here. So we believe that thoughtful gifting should be made simple. And so starting the custom process always is just a conversation of what the client is really wanting, what they're wanting their recipients to have.
What's maybe an item or items that you feel like really sets Cadeau apart?
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, our candles are our signator product.
Yes.
They're hand poured by me.
Who doesn't love a candle, you know?
Everyone,
Yeah.
everyone does. So our candles are sort of our core signature piece. We also carry things year round for milestone moments and thoughtful gifting. Things like housewarming gifts or real estate closings or new babies or birthdays, those things that are coming up every year. Our candles are made with non-toxic soy coconut wax, so no paraffins or wax additives. And the fragrances that we use are all phthalate and carcinogen free. So
wow.
Clean ingredients and a clean burn.
I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, tell us just quickly about kind of the customers that you serve.
Yeah, really anyone and everyone.
Okay.
So anybody who's needing a gift that is thoughtful and intentional and personalized, we'd love to help you. Specifically for the custom pieces, we really work with companies or special events or milestone birthdays or real estate agents, somebody needing something that's a little bit personalized, but it on large scale.
Yeah, I love that. Custom gifts, personal gifts, and just really gifts for anyone, any time of year. I think that's really special. Amy, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Start shopping now at curatedbycadeau.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Cadeau.
The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Taste on Main. There is a precious place in downtown Buda that is family run, and I absolutely adore it. Today we're speaking with Tamara Tyndall, the co-owner of Taste on Main, to learn a little bit more about the restaurant. And hey, we've got Valentine's Day coming up, Tamara. So tell me what's on offer for V-Day.
Well, Valentine's Day is a special day, and this year it's on a Saturday. So we'll be celebrating Friday and Saturday. And Chef Francisco's come up with two amazing features. We have a lobster raviolo appetizer, and that's going to be lobster stuffed ravioli with mascarpone and ricotta cheese and a Veracruz cream sauce.
And I see a little jalapeno on top.
Yes, well, we always like to spice it up.
Oh yeah, Chef Francisco is really good at that.
Yes,
and
he
what
is.
else?
We do have our seared U8 scallops, and they're served with a Parmesan cream sauce, a chili oil, black truffles, and Mexican chorizo. Everybody likes a steak, so this is our New York strip, which is my favorite cut. And what I like about our steaks is that we serve them with 3 sauces. So we have a tallow butter, which is served on top of the steak. Then we also have a béarnaise sauce, and then we also have a peppercorn cognac sauce.
All right, talk to me about this lobster roll. That's gorgeous.
I'm so proud of our lobster roll. You're going to hear me say pride a lot because I'm proud of our food and drink. Our lobster roll is with a béarnaise and celery and lettuce and chives and our great french fries.
And you've also got some really good drink to go down with all this food.
Yes, we have a fantastic wine list. Our bartenders are always creative, creating new, amazing cocktails. They're reimagining old classics and coming up with new cocktails and new mocktails. And then we have our curated spirits list, which I'm super proud of.
Yeah, and I can see some really gorgeous whiskeys behind me. You guys are pretty good at a good old fashioned.
We are, yes, yes. And this specific old fashioned is made with our single barrel Old Forester selection that we went to Old Forester and we picked out a barrel of bourbon.
Wow.
Yes, it's got our name on it.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it means it's going to be really refreshing. Let's talk about brunch. That's kind of the last thing that we need to tick off here because we've got this lovely dinner set up. But hey, you guys have got some brunch options too.
I'm so proud of our brunch. We have probably the best brunch in Central Texas, in my opinion. If you like to save your carbs for the weekend, come to Taste on Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 3. We have buttermilk pancakes, we have French toast with lemon cream, and we have beignets.
Okay, sounds good to me, Tamara. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for being here.
Celebrate Valentine's Day Friday or Saturday and make your reservations now by going to tasteonmain.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Taste on Main. Coming up next, another ticket item to jump on. Get beautiful, one-of-a-kind flowers from a young entrepreneur in the Austin area with Bouquets by Natalia. Welcome back, everybody. Are you looking for a bouquet for Valentine's Day? The answer is yes. We've got a young local entrepreneur that you can support while you're shopping. It's florist Natalia Caraballosa, and she's here to tell us about her business, Bouquets by Natalia. Guys, she's just 18 years old, so we are so proud to have her on the show. Natalia, good morning.
Good morning.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about you and how you got into this business?
Well, it all started with
You started with a floral design?
yeah, floral design class, and after that I kind of just stuck with it and I loved it, and I just, yeah.
What about floral design did you think, oh, I just really enjoy doing this? Is it the creativity aspect of it?
Yes, honestly, I just love creating stuff, and it's just so much, it brings me so much joy seeing people's expressions once they see their bouquet and stuff, and I just love doing it.
Oh, I think that's really sweet. So you've been doing that for 1.5 years now. You have graduated out of high school, full-time entrepreneur now. Why did you decide like now is the time to start this as a full business? That's brave.
Yeah, I think it was just, I don't know, people just kept telling me that you should sell them, and I just was like, okay, I'll do it.
And this is it. Yeah, you said now. A little bit hectic for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's, definitely.
But that's okay. You guys can still get orders in. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about some of your bouquets because I have to tell you, for as young as you are making beautiful art. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
This, look at this bouquet of roses, y'all. She said it's about what, 50-ish?
Yes, it's 50 count hot pink and white roses.
To my husband, this is what I want for Valentine's Day. Is that not absolutely to die for? And it looks so rich and so lush. So I can see that you work a lot with like rows on rows on rows without worrying about some of these filler flowers and that kind of thing. Is that your style?
Yeah, I like roses. I like working with roses. They're just easier, and they're, I don't know, they're pretty.
They're definitely the romantic definition of love, absolutely, for this time of the year. So tell me about this bouquet because it also comes along with a few sweet little stuffies.
Yes.
And that's a good example of the customizing options that people have.
Yeah, these bouquets are very customizable. I bought these plushies, and I did a little avocado theme.
How sweet is this, guys? This is like a little avocado toast and a little avocado. And they're really soft and sweet.
They are.
And so not only that, but you get a big bunch of roses to go along with it. Okay, and then what about this last one? Again, a little bit of extra decoration.
Yeah, this one's kind of a mixed bouquet. I have some light pink roses and some red carnations and then some little heart toppers to just add something to it.
And if anybody's wondering, I was employed once at a florist shop, but not allowed to actually make any flowers. I just know the names of them. So hypericum berries, or what you're seeing there, that's also red. So some really beautiful stuff.
Yes.
And you've got something cool that I've never seen before, like this little paper basket.
Yeah, I like to call it build your own bouquet. It's just a little something fun to do.
A little something fun. Okay, so tell me about the colors that you've already stuck in here.
I have some green, some yellow, some purple, and they just go good together.
They sure do. This is actually kind of what my wedding bouquet looked like. All right, I'm gonna hold while you continue to stuff. Putting a little bit more yellow in. What makes you say like, this is where this color needs to go, or I need a little more purple here kind of thing?
I kind of just wing it. I just put it wherever, and if it doesn't look good, I take it out. If it looks good, I leave it.
You know, to be blessed with creativity like this, I tell you what, I'm really jealous. So I can see we've got some mums, we've got some alstroemeria going in there, and some of these darker purples. I'll try and hold for you, sister.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've got these going in. So people can kind of come in and do this, right? Or they can ask you for this?
Yeah, they can ask for it. It's very affordable and budget friendly.
We love to hear budget friendly, especially because you're going to be spending money on chocolates and dinner and all of that good stuff. But how sweet is this? It's just a nice little bouquet, and then someone could take it and stick it directly in water, right? Amazing, amazing. I love that. Okay, for some of your offerings for Valentine's Day, you've already been busy, but are you offering more opportunities like this, what we see on the table?
Yes. So to order, you can DM me on Instagram. My deadline for Valentine's orders will be February 10th.
Okay, guys, she's given you a lot of leeway.
Yeah, definitely.
February 10th for a 14th turnaround is kind of a big deal. So, okay, February 10th is the deadline, but they can get in touch with you via Instagram. So this is kind of like modern business.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so just DM her, that makes it easy. And do they just tell you what they want?
Yeah, they could. It's fully customizable. If they want 30 roses, I'll give them 30 roses. 50, I go up to 200 roses. So
I can't even picture what that looks like. Seeing what 50 looks like over here, y'all, is going to be bigger. It's probably about this size, isn't it?
Bigger than that.
Oh my gosh, like a beach ball. All right, not only that, you've got an upcoming giveaway that's going to happen in April. That too is based on your Instagram.
Yes, that all info on that will be on my Instagram. I think I'll be hosting it April 16th, I believe, but if you want more info on that, it'll be on Instagram.
Okay, and what is the giveaway going to be?
It will be a 50 count bouquet, so you can enter through there. I'll post more info on that
That
soon.
sounds good. Yeah, super exciting. Okay, and just real quickly, if someone has been used to shopping maybe at grocery stores to pick up flowers and things like that before, why should they come to you instead?
Well, it's just more special, more customizable if you want, something more meaningful, and, you could just
Support a local entrepreneur, maybe. I can't wait to see what happens with your business. Natalia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, guys, order your bouquets now in order to get them in time for Valentine's Day, but that drop dead date is February 10th. Check Natalia out on Instagram. That's where you're going to learn more about the giveaways and where you can request your bouquet by DMing her at Bouquets by Natalia. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Plexaderm. Moms, of course, try to pass on the wisdom of wearing sunscreen and moisturizing, but do any of us ever listen? And even if we follow all of that advice to a T, we still end up with those unwanted deep-set wrinkles, puffy under eye bags. Why? Well, the good news is it's not your fault. It's just a part of growing older. As we age, our skin naturally loses its moisture, its elasticity, and then the wrinkles come. However, today we're excited to talk to an expert that can help us look and feel our best. Lifestyle contributor Melinda McKenzie is here to tell us more about Plexaderm. Melinda, hello.
Hello, thank you for having me today. I'm excited to talk about Plexaderm, which is a product I use every single day.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about how great you look because you're about to turn what age, my friend?
I'm about to turn 65, 6'5". And I want to also say I don't have injections. I don't have fillers. That's why I like talking about Plexaderm. This is just simply what Plexaderm can do for you. So I know a lot of times people will watch these and say, this doesn't seem right. It seems like maybe AI has jumped in there and fixed things. I'm here to tell you this is what Plexaderm can do. And that's also why we like to show photos and videos, because even if you've never taken care of your skin, and believe me, I do as much as I can, but even if you've never taken care of your skin, that's the great thing about Plexaderm, because you're just going to put it any area that you want to have it smooth and you're good to go.
Yeah, okay. I love, of course, seeing before and after pictures and videos. Tell me about this. Only 10 minutes, no doctor visits, topical serum, so there's no pain involved, right?
Yes. My favorite thing is that now you are in charge of your skin. Let's say you're someone who's already gotten injections and fillers, no judgment there. But if you do that, and then you go out to eat or you stay up late and you get the puffiness, what are you going to do about that? You're going to get your Plexaderm out and take care of it. I like the fact that it's a topical serum. So anywhere on your face that you're like, you know what, I don't like those forehead lines, or I have the puffiness underneath my eyes, or what about those deep lines around my mouth? Put the smallest amount of Plexaderm. We want you to let it rest for 10 minutes. Then you have up to 10 hours of usage. So remember 10 for 10. And then the great thing is you just wash it off at the end of the day. So don't need a manual. You don't need 6 weeks. You need 10 minutes.
Oh, Not bad. And, you know, for those of us ladies who are putting on the makeup, maybe a little bit more as time goes on when we're trying to feel our best, talk to me about how we should use Plexaderm and makeup, and then can guys do it, those who wear no makeup?
Exactly. Those are great questions. And those are very popular among people that are new to Plexaderm. So yes, you can absolutely wear cosmetics with Plexaderm. I do. I love cosmetics. What I will tell you is you can do it either way. You can put it on first, put your Plexaderm on first, then use your cosmetics, because you are going to find you use a lot less. For me personally, because I've lost a lot of collagen, so I have the indentation. So what would happen is I'd throw a lot of under eye concealer, thinking the more is better, and it really isn't. Now, if you're a guy and you don't wear any cosmetics and you're like, yeah, I'd like to have smoother skin, but I don't want anybody to know I'm wearing something. I don't want to see anything. I want my skin to look like my skin. That's why we love Plexaderm. This is highly concentrated. You just use the smallest amount. We have men in our clinical trials as well as women. We have athletes, guys who run, and they say, wow, I can't believe something so simple. Thanks for letting us use something that the ladies have been using. So that's why it's exciting. It doesn't matter, male, female, sensitive skin like me, or you've never taken care of your skin. Plexaderm is going to work. You just need clean, dry skin in 10 minutes.
Sounds good to me. And you mentioned clinical studies. Let's talk about what clinical studies have been done on Plexaderm.
Yes, absolutely. So in February of 2019, we wanted to know, how effective is Plexaderm? How long does it last? What are the results when we put it on the forehead, under the eyes, and around the mouth? What we discovered is when you start with clean, dry skin and let your Plexaderm rest 10 minutes, on those forehead lines, you're going to have a reduction of up to 85%. Pretty phenomenal. So don't cut the bangs anymore. Plexaderm will do the job for you. Underneath the eyes, that is the number one issue that people talk about. The puffiness, the lines and creases. For someone like me who gets that indentation, I don't want that to be the first thing people look at and people say that you're tired. When you put Plexaderm and let it rest for 10 minutes, no matter what issue it is, you're going to have a reduction of up to 80%. That's really phenomenal. And remember, you can wear it with or without makeup. Last but not least is around the mouth. If you have those marionette lines that you feel like are very deep, or if let's say your cosmetics crease into the lines of your face, put the smallest amount here or around the lips, let it rest for 10 minutes. You're going to have a reduction of up to 74%. And again, let it rest for 10 minutes. You're going to notice a difference in 2 to 3 or go, I'm done, I'm special. Let it rest for 10. We wanted to create that nice, beautiful shield. 10 for 10, then it lasts up to 10 hours.
That's wonderful. And then not only can you get through the workday, you can get through cocktail hour, maybe seeing some friends, come home and wash it off. I want to ask about a trial offer, because you're trying to encourage people to just give it a go.
We are, everybody would like a free sample. We love to give everybody on the planet a free sample. It's not realistic. So here's a great idea that they came up with. For $14.95, you're going to get a 6-pack. That means 6 applications of your Plexaderm to give it a try. This is free shipping. This is a 30-day money-back guarantee. There is no subscription. So once you get this is all you get. Give it a try and see how you like it. We want to hear your stories. After 8 years, we still hear from people every single day. So just go to plexadermtrial.com. You can get this great deal. Call the number on your screen or scan that code. And then we want to hear from you.
Sounds good to me. Melinda, if we can look like you, then I think we're in the right ballpark. My friend, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure.
You can try Plexaderm for just $14.95, including free shipping, by visiting plexadermtrial.com or by calling the number on your screen. Again, that's plexadermtrial.com or call 800-727-6719. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Plexaderm. Y'all, that's a wrap on our special Valentine's Day gift guide. Be sure to check out all the featured businesses and their sweet finds over on our website, kxan.com/gift guide. Thank you so much for joining us on this little love-filled adventure, and we hope you found the perfect treat for the special someone in your life. Happy Valentine's Day. Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Rancho Jewelry, Cadeau, and Taste on Main.